I had a conversation with my daughter when she was about 3 years old. I'm not sure if this is good or bad, but different. It was right after Chinese New Year, and I was putting her to bed. I asked her if she had fun and if she liked celebrating Chinese New Year. Of course, she said yes. Then I asked her, "Do you know why we celebrate Chinese New Year?" To my surprise, she didn't know. She had a big blank stare on her face. I told her she was Chinese, but she still seemed confused, if not puzzled. Then she said, "I'm Chinese?"
We're James and Jacob, and we are 100% American. Technically speaking, we are Chinese American. Our parents were born and raised in the DC metro area.
One grandfather was born in Chicago and a World War II vet, and the other a Vietnam vet.
For the most part, we grew up in PG County. It was a little different, very diverse. I guess I could say that we were the minority of the minority.
We had a smaller group to identify with, being full Chinese, so when others saw us, I'm not sure how they categorized us, because we weren't black or white.
Even our other first generation Asians, like our Vietnamese friends or Korean friends, didn't know how to categorize us.
We had similar physical traits, but we spoke without accents, and we didn't speak Chinese.
So it was really odd that people would come up to us and say, "Your English is really good." We thought that was funny because we only knew English.
Of course, we experienced some form of racism, but we didn't let it bother us.
People would call us ching chong, bing bong, chopsticks. Didn't really pertain to us or didn't rub us the wrong way because we were more American than anything.
We also didn't experience violent or volatile forms of racism. Maybe we were lucky.
We had CYC to help us out and let us know what our culture was and let us know who we were.
We had different circles of friends. We had white friends, black friends, Asian friends, basketball friends, volleyball friends, school friends, and neighborhood friends.
But one thing that really stood out for us was that we had friends from CYC.
CYC was a club full of Chinese Americans of all ages and several generations deep, being established in 1939 in DC.
Little did we know that we would be lifelong friends.
Like my daughter, we never questioned which group we belonged to, but we were Chinese American, a perfect fit for CYC.
We were born into it. Our father encouraged us to do it. And he actually encouraged us to do other things with the Boys and Girls Club. But, we didn't really think we belonged. We felt more comfortable with CYC.
CYC was heavy into sports such as basketball and volleyball. They even had a line dance team to keep our culture active and share in the community.
Growing up, we eventually played in a more competitive level. We participated in the annual East Coast tournaments for volleyball and basketball. Those were really fun. A lot of competition.
Teams had collegiate level players, semi pros, some played overseas, and some were mainstream pros.
There weren't very many Asian professionals, so seeing that at the tournaments was really good for us. It gave us role models.
Our biggest role model was our dad. He won actually 3 championships and was MVP playing back row. None of us, including our brothers, won a championship.
But we've come to learn that, CYC wasn't about winning championships. It was about establishing friends, staying true to our culture and maintaining that culture.
CYC opened a lot of doors for us. It gave us the confidence to play more competitively and be more outgoing outside of CYC.
You know, go join school and other clubs to, see how they play. Even at work, join, um, club teams like the Dragon Boat team that we uh, did when we first got out of college.
After countless tournaments in other cities and meeting new people, networking wasn't something we should do. Networking was something we wanted to do.
I think CYC gave us those skills necessary to come out of your shell, be open and talk, compete, and uh, be true to who you are.
We stayed competitive, optimistic, hardworking, and never took anything for granted. I hope my kids can have an even better and even more different experience growing up.
And now that we're a little older, it's time for us to give back and put another generation through this cycle that we went through.
Going back to my daughter of when she figured out why we celebrated Chinese New Year, it was a funny moment. After thinking about it, it made sense because I'm Chinese and her mom wasn't. Every year, she looks forward to celebrating Chinese New Year. Now I'm looking forward to when her little sister realizes when she's Chinese, because she already knows she's American.